The night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going. All right.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he will be stopped now, but what to like about that effort?
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on the script.
He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up 2nd down. Baker now off the play fake. Got his target. It's Abu. And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch, a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified. I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, early momentum with that field goal.
Kickoff taken at the 3. Oh, he lost it on the hit. And the fumble recovery is made.
You know, awareness, Kate, is one of the best skills anyone on the return team can possess. And normally it's just for hitting blocks and clearing the lane and doing their job. But there it was recognizing the fumble and locating it quickly to save the possession.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Wanting to start control. Might get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And this one belongs to the Bucs. If there was a metaphorical panic button over there right now, partner, so just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. A give to Mixon up the middle. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on second down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
All right.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long.
Townsend in punt formation for the Texans.
Ball taken in at the 36. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
First down throw here. Mayfield has him on a quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Receiver in motion, headed right. From the 38. Jump off caught by his back. He has room past the 25. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On the give, this is Irving. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 11. And that will set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
The give now to right. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Ready to go with our second quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. They take the hands off. Now it's Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 9-point advantage. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game.
Texans nothing.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. Return starts at the 3. This makes it up to the 25.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
All right.
Nixon on the counter. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he'll go down. The Bucs brought pressure and got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
On the gun, Stroud. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
43-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. To really create some indecision now defensively.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Forced out to his right. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the kid did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. They bring their tight end left. Mayfield from the gun. 3rd down. burst over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Baker out of the pistol. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Irving on the inside give. He's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 16-point ball game. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead.
17. Texans nothing.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Give him a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans. Lined up with a 2nd and 8. From the 28. That's incomplete left side.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Alert! 180!
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down. Carry here for Irving. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Baker now from the gun. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 118. What's that? Why Tony?
Stroud off the play fake. He fires one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Stroud to throw again on second. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
To the air, Stroud. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
6-yard line.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you can do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
After the sack, another pass on second down. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. It's a good chunk of yards on that play. 10 of them before he hit that sideline. That moves him ever closer on this third down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back, I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he works this to the 38 before going mad. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
118.
Stroud throwing here on first. Will find in his back. Mixon. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Bronk, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him or check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Johnson now on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
They're on 28-yard line.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Here's Baker to throw. Escapes out to the left. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again is Baker. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made.
Call that the equivalent of a wild pitch when it comes to baseball, Kate. It's a catastrophic breakdown in mechanics, at some point during that snap, and it leads to, well, several seconds of chaos, and unsurprisingly, a turnover on downs.
The final throw before the break. Flush down out to his left. Completes this one to Ogden. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
Well, their hopes of an early comeback, that faint flicker of light they had when they exited the locker room at halftime, that return just enough to get out. Very good chance now. That lead's going to grow and certainly not shrink.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Baker now. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Handoff headed right. Irving. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, here's Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this. Play action. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he loses the football. And the fumble recovery is made. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first. Mayfield now from the gun. Cut out left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Second down now, 7 to go. Evans, the motion man here. Mayfield now off the play action. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Once more, it's Mayfield. He finds Evans, left side. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that being stopped short of the sticks.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
1st and 10, around to Mixon. They're driving him closer and closer, Brock. His play made behind the line. They're now back at the 6.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. 18. Hey.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
They'll
run the draw with Mixon. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Stroud. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Couldn't connect to a takedown. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Texans set to punt.
Formation for the Texans.
Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Trying again, following the sack. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they stop him after he picks up about 5. That's going to bring up 4th down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Broke through the tackle. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 29-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Running it with Mixon. By a man, and now he's in the clear. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on second down. From the 38. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Stroud now, 3rd and 1. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a quick punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. From the red zone now. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Texans now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. He fields it from the 8. Things going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one intended for the running back. So 2nd down coming up.
Good coverage by Christian Harris.
Running back sent in motion. On 2nd and 10. Mayfield again. Catch made left side by Abuka. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers making a 2-possession game here in the 4th. So the Buccaneers keeping their offense on the field. 2-point attempt coming up. And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get 2.
Buccaneers 26. Texans.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
They're on the 24-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
All right. Tony.
Stroud off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. This is complete to Schultz. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Out of the shotgun to give to Mixon. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing is Stroud. Looking for Collins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2 cases that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down, here's Baker. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Throwing again is Baker. Evans brings in the slant. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers have likely locked up the win right there. Mike Evans with the touchdown. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers go up by 19.
Texans 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
They're on the 24-yard line.
Texans to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. What a dive! I think he caught it! It's a huge pickup on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
On the quick, right?
To the air, Stroud. Well, right side hauled in by Collins. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Stroud throwing here on first. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go. Let's go. 118. Let's hit.
Again, Stroud. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separation to the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. With Irving. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And it was a game for